We are back.
We're back.
We are back, as you've probably seen on our Instagram page, for the last time as Alexa as our co-host.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not okay.
We're not okay.
But I just thought it would be a great opportunity for us to kind of like talk about all the great things.
Yes.
I mean, you've decided to leave. Correct me if I'm wrong, because, you know, there are other things that you need to be focused on right now.
Yes.
And the whole like point of like starting this podcast was to like dive deeper into like our art and our craft and like how we're really feeling to have a real conversation. And I feel like you're taking care of yourself, and that is exactly what you should be doing.
Thank you. I think if anything, this podcast journey has led me to figure out what I need and what I want. So in that way, like, I'm so thankful for it. It's
Awesome.
Like, I'm honestly so thankful for it, and I'm happy. I'm happy with my choice, but I'm also sad.
It's
leave at the
a
same
lot of
time.
emotions, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like I'm really happy that you're making the right decision for you. I'm really bummed to be losing my co-host, but don't worry, she'll probably be back as a guest very soon. You guys, don't worry. But I want you to like do what's best for you, and I am nervous and excited to see like how I'm gonna proceed, and the show's gonna be looking a little bit different, but I hope our listeners will still like hang out with me and see what we come up with and see how we proceed, because it's so funny, because I feel like we're always on the same page, but like now, like as life goes, sometimes you diverge into like different paths in the wood.
Yeah.
So here we are. We are going to go our separate ways with the most amicable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, like, I might even see you more because I'm going to be like, let's hang out. Let's hang out all the time.
All the time. And I think it's like good news. I think it's, you know, I'm sad, but at the same time, like, I think it's you're doing what's best for you. And I know you're excited to go on your new adventures, and I'm excited to go on mine.
Yay. And if it means anything, I'm not nervous for you. You're going to do amazing. And I cannot wait
Thank you.
to see what it is, but I know it's going to be good.
Please stay.
They will. They will.
Give me a solid, like,
No,
few episodes
stop.
to
Don't
get
even
my
joke.
bearings about me.
Don't even joke.
No, you guys, we have some amazing guests lined up, and it's going to be great. It's going to be different, obviously, and we're going to miss Alexa terribly, but
I'm going to miss you guys too.
'Tis life, and I'm excited for you, and I'm excited for me, and
It's exciting because something new is happening. Like, no matter what happens next, it's going to be different, and that's exciting.
yes, for sure. And like, yeah, like we're here in like the new studio, which like we wouldn't have done. Like, I mean, you basically created this sign, and like it's just like really, really exciting. So it's really bittersweet.
It is for sure. I remember like the second after I talked to you, I like called my mom and like started sobbing because I was like, I know this is the right choice, but I'm still sad about it. And like, but that's how decisions go. Like sometimes it's not always going to feel like butterflies and rainbows, even though it's the right choice.
Yeah.
That was such a learning experience in itself. Like you always think like, oh, if it's the right choice for me, it's going to feel 100% good. And that's not always true.
Yeah.
Sometimes you make choices in life and it's very unclear. But my guts, I was listening to my guts. My guts were telling me that I needed to move on to do what's best for me. And that's what I'm doing.
Do you hear that was
Yeah,
my
it's
gurgle?
okay.
You were afraid that you'd be the gurgly one, but it was me.
I mean, I was until like everyone just fed me like I was a child. Like I literally showed up here unfed, askew, and people were like, "No, we got you."
She's like, "I'm not gonna have wine because I haven't eaten," and we're like, "We can't have
Jason's
that."
like, "I got you. I have granola bars and pretzels, and it's gonna be fine." I'm like, "Thanks, guys."
Amazing. So it is a bummer, but what we decided to do was kind of look at literally the bright things.
Go down memory lane.
We're going to go down our favorite memories of being on the show together for the last 2 years.
Jeez. Whoa.
Which
That's
is
crazy.
a respectable amount of time, if I do say so myself. So, Alexa.
Yeah.
Take it away.
Okay. Well, I feel like number one, I have to say skydiving.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what an experience. I have to say,
what were we thinking?
I don't, truly, Pam, I don't know, because I will never do that again. Like, I know you will fully you fully enjoyed that. And you've like told me that you're like, oh, I could see myself doing that again. I have like anxiety, like aftermath anxiety from that day.
Really?
Like, I don't know what my problem is. Like,
you survived brilliantly.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know how I did that, but I don't know if it's also because my anxiety kind of set in a bit more like during COVID. So then it's like just heightened for everything. But like Shane was talking about skydiving the other day, and I was like, I like got so stressed. I was like, I can't go through that again. Like,
really? I'm fully doing it again. I just don't know where.
Fully not. But I was like, I'm glad I did it. Like, I'm really glad I did it. It was an experience, but I don't think I can put my body through that again. I was very stressed. Like, I was to the point, I mean, I like made it, but I was to the point where I was like, do I need a paper bag to breathe into right now? Like, I don't know, maybe.
Amazing. Yeah, that was a really kind of life-altering moment for me as well. I look at it a little more like I'm dying to do it again, and I want to do it somewhere like a little prettier. Like, I'd love
maybe
to do
exotic.
Yeah, somewhere exotic, maybe somewhere close to the beach, because the place that we went to, like, I thought we would get more of an ocean-y vibe.
It was I was like, there's the ground. It's right there.
And like, I fully wasn't expecting the chute to pop open, whereas you were. So like,
I was like counting down the seconds.
An idea as to where your head was.
Yeah, Pam was like, I didn't know like when it was supposed to open. I was like, it is supposed to open right now. I've been counting down the seconds. They told me how long it would take. Like, and it did. Obviously, I was like, I wouldn't be sitting here. But yeah. No, I feel like Hawaii would be a very cool place to skydive.
I know. That's kind of sort of what I've been thinking. Yeah. And like, it really opened up to like the idea. It opened me up to the idea of like, what would be the next thing for me. And I've always been like terrified of scuba diving.
Oh, really?
I'm like, that scares me even more, I think.
Okay.
So I might do something like that and tackle another fear episode.
Scuba diving would be cool.
Spooky.
It would be spooky. Yeah. I feel like thinking about it now, I'm like, oh, that wouldn't be creepy. But I'm like, oh, I think like being there, like thinking about being down there and like the depths.
Yeah, I feel like it would give me like vertigo in a weird way.
Maybe.
Just like, you know, how, like when you're at the bottom of a pool, like when you like dive like really deep and then you look, oh God.
Okay.
Even though it's like only 8 feet.
Interesting.
I'm like,
I've always liked that feeling. Like I was on swim team for a while, and I would like go to the bottom of the pool and like sit Indian style and like just like look up. But also I was a lot younger then, so, and like probably like didn't realize what anxiety was. So like everything was fine, which is not the case now. Like nothing's fine. So I don't know.
And it's also been like a hell of a year.
Yeah.
Which I feel like everyone's anxiety levels have kind of like skyrocketed.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. I was just on a trip with my friends from high school, and like we had that conversation. All of us were like talking about how like this was the year where like it like anxiety was just like raging for the first time, and it was such an experience. And it was also like a nice bonding moment because it's not something I typically talk about with them as much. So it was nice to talk about that with them. Yeah. Brought me back down to earth.
Tell me more about your trip.
It was very good. It was a little weird. I think all of us were a bit anxious in the beginning because like this was our first time like out. I mean, we're all vaccinated. We're all fully vaccinated, but it was our first time like doing things and like going places, you know, together. There was 5 of us, so that was weird.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was very, very fun. Live music happened, which was crazy.
I've always wanted to go to Nashville for that reason. I've
There's
always wanted to check
there's
out the music
live
scene.
music everywhere. The Taco Bell had a live band.
No way.
Like, honestly, Nashville is iconic. Like, I was like, what? This Taco Bell has I'm not even joking you. The Taco Bell on Broadway, which is like the main street, had a live band.
Oh my God, that sounds like so much fun.
It was crazy. And then just like all hours of the day, like they have live bands. It's awesome. It's very, very cool. And the shopping is good there. They have a lot of cool shops. Hot chicken. I recommend it.
Okay, can you explain to our listeners who
Yes.
don't know, aka me, what hot chicken is?
So, I mean, I feel like I'm going to butcher this because I don't really, like, I don't know, like, what the technical, like, terms are for, like, cooking it or anything. But it's like fried chicken, but it has, like, this, like, it's not like a wet spicy sauce. It's a dry.
Like a dry rub?
Yeah, it's like a dry rub. I don't know if it's in the breading or if it's on top of the breading when they fry it, but it's like it's on the chicken.
You're making me hungry. That sounds really good.
You know who has really good hot chicken is Dave's Hot Chicken here.
Yeah, I need to try it.
You do, because it's very good.
Yum.
Very, very
Yum.
good.
That's fantastic. I'm happy you had a really nice kind of rejuvenating but also probably tiring weekend.
Yeah, it was a bit tiring, but it was totally worth it to see my friends from back home because I haven't seen them since before the pandemic started. So yeah,
That's
it was
awesome.
wild. It was pretty wild and super awesome.
I'm glad you got to do that.
Okay. Oh wait, yes, they can see it. Sorry, I was like, you can't see this.
They can see you.
You can see this. I bought a bracelet that is made out of a bass string.
That's really cool.
It is like probably my favorite piece of jewelry now.
It's beautiful. It's like very subtle and like eclectic. Very cool.
Yeah, this lady, I got it from like a vendor on the street there. She makes them. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
I don't know. I felt like I had to mention that. So I was pretty
Nice.
stoked about it. Yeah.
Shout out to our Nashville listeners.
Yeah. Shout out.
Let us know if you saw Alexa there. I was thinking about how this podcast has affected me, getting, nostalgic since you've decided to move along. I don't know how to say it. Move along, move forward,
You almost made me think of a
Moving
musical
time.
theater song, and now I lost it. Darn it! I was about to sing for the first time ever, and the moment has passed.
Why do I have like this like
Yeah, like it reminds you of a song, like something.
No, this is something different. I
All
have
right,
like a
well,
punk rock band song.
here we go.
Anyway, wow, now it's like really stuck in my head and it's like very loud. So I was just thinking about how we started this podcast at a time in my life where I wasn't really going. I wasn't doing that great, and I was going through a really hard time, and along with the conversations I've had with you and the amount of time I got to spend with you and how the two of us got to kind of dive headfirst into a creative endeavor, just like 100% was so helpful and like a part of how I was able to get past that hard time in my life. And I think that's probably one of the things that I'm super grateful for when it came to this project, because it was very healing. And also it's like worth noting that there are so many, when you're an artist and you are in the community, and you have lots of peers that are artists, there are always a lot of ideas that float around and go back and forth, but very rarely do you find a peer that's willing to like, ideas are very common, but very rarely do you find someone that's like willing to actually see one of those ideas through with you. And I'm like really grateful because I don't know if I would have been able to actually get it started without you by my side being like, all right, when are we doing it? When are we doing it? Like the accountability like we held each other to was like so helpful and so rare, I think, because a lot of the times like people are like, oh yeah, let's do that thing. And then that thing never gets done.
Absolutely. I couldn't relate with that more. There's so many, like, yes. Same with you. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you, and you're the first person in my life that actually like had follow through. I mean, in this realm of things, obviously, like
She's like, Mom, Dad, sorry.
Mom, Dad, so sorry. No, obviously,
Shan, sorry.
follow through like on a creative scale with creating something, and I really, really, I'm so grateful for that, because I learned so much doing this project. I will never like take this experience for granted, because I learned so much, I grew so much, and now I'm taking all of it with me into like my next journey. So it's always going to be a part of me, and I mean literally a part of me. It's on my arm.
Should we show it off?
I don't know. Am I doing this right? I don't even know if like I'm going the right way.
You're definitely in camera.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi.
Hey. I mean, I know it has separate meanings for both of us too, but
yeah,
it's like
we're not
it's a conjoined.
I mean, not that there would be anything wrong with us getting just like
No,
a microphone
absolutely
tattoo
not.
together to
Absolutely
commemorate
not.
this amazing project that you guys are listening to right now. But also, like, it does have very personal meanings for the both of us, which are actually like quite similar meanings. So
They are.
It's lovely.
They are indeed.
I'm just grateful that you went on this adventure with me, because it is work, and it is there's a good amount of effort that goes into showing up and putting out an episode every week, and like planning that together and collaborating, and like you bringing your ideas and me bringing my ideas, and like we get along like super well when it comes to that stuff. So I'm just like grateful for the opportunity, and grateful for the fact that like we've been doing this for 2 years, and
it's kind of badass.
It is badass, and it's time to move on, and I'm really excited to see what you bring, and you are going to come on the show and tell us what you're up to next.
I can. I'm ready. But yeah, no, same here. I'm excited to meet all your new guests. I don't know anything about it, guys, so I'm just as curious as you are. I also can't wait to like be a listener. Like, you know, like it's like,
are you gonna like rate and review?
I might. Yeah, like I don't know. It'll be fun for me. I enjoy listening to podcasts, so I think it'll just be really, really nice to get to just listen, sit back and enjoy.
Well, I know that our listeners are going to miss you, and I know that I'm going to miss you, and I know Jason's going to miss you.
I'm going to miss you, Jason.
I don't know if you guys like know, like we just moved back in the studio, and like Jason is sometimes like the voice of God in our headphones. So we stopped because we're like, is he going to say something?
Is he going to say anything? No, it's okay. But I will miss you, Jason. And I want to say I'm going to miss you, Pam, but like I'm still going to see you. So I'm going to miss
She's not going to miss me at all.
No,
she just doesn't want to lie.
That is not true. I'm going to miss co-hosting with you, but I'm not going to miss you, because you're going to see me. Like, you don't have a choice. So
that's true.
Like, I'm going to call you for sushi dates and
drinking
and things.
We live so close to each other, so like that's
like
happening.
It's not happening. We're not gonna see each other.
It's wonderful, and you know, like I'm just grateful for the time that we did have with this project, and I think it served us both incredibly well. And on to the next.
It's exciting.
I know that like my little feet can't fit both of our. I know, I look at them all the time.
I was like, wait, which one am I supposed to be looking at? Also, I'm not used to it. I'm like, oh, I'm spiking the camera. What's happening?
Yeah, it's crazy. I hope you guys like the setup. I don't know. This is the first time they're seeing it.
Yeah. Let us know. Let her know.
I mean, I'm sure they could let you know
Pam
too.
know.
If you let her know, she'll let me know. But you could also let me know. Yeah, I like it, so I hope you guys like it.
It's beautiful. I love the colors that are coming out behind the sign.
Alexa picked out the design of the sign, and then I got some lights behind it. I'm really stoked. I think I was probably influenced by like Joe Rogan because he has like all the
he
the
does.
lights. He has his
like that.
studio is like fucking epic.
It's beautiful.
with the red lights. Oh my God. And his gym. I like follow Joe Rogan closely. He has like a home gym that's like lit up like with crazy fucking
Joe
cool...
Rogan, if you're listening, be afraid. I'm kidding.
Joe Rogan.
Be very afraid.
Oh my God, I'm coming for you, Joe
I'm
Rogan.
joking. But actually not.
No.
So
That's hilarious. No, he is all the goals. But anywho, Alexa,
yes.
are you okay?
I'm certainly not okay. I mean, there's lots happening. I'm like sad and also excited. I guess, can you be sad and excited at the same time? 'Cause I
Yes,
feel
we're
like I
allowed
am.
to carry different emotions
Yeah, I feel like
at
I am
once.
sad and excited. I'm sad to leave, but also excited to see
What's next?
what's next. And yeah, I'm just waiting now. Not waiting, actually. I'm doing things, but, just, gonna see what happens at the same time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. To new adventures.
And, I'll keep you posted on what she's doing, and I'll bring her on, and she'll tell you what she's doing. Don't laugh. I'm serious.
Okay, all right. She's gonna make me do it.
Yes, I am. She's actually not leaving. She just doesn't know.
Guys?
Is she kidnapping me?
Guys?
What?
Pam, are you okay?
No way, Jose. I'm not okay. Again, I'm sad you're leaving. It's been like a roller coaster of emotions. But I'm grateful for the time that we did have hosting the show together, and I'm excited to see what we can create from here on out. And I really hope that we can create something that you guys will still be interested in. And I have faith that we will. And I'm excited to see what you are up to next. And it's just like, it's a lot of change, and any change comes with its challenges, whether it's a positive or a negative change.
Very
So
true.
It was funny. I was telling one of my guests about the transition because they were expecting, the two of us. I was like, oh, hey, it's just going to be me. And she's like, oh, transitions are rough. I was like, well, yeah, it's a good transition because, we knew this was coming, and like it was, a matter of time, and you're doing it. It's really for the best. And like, we love each other.
Yes.
But, there's adjustment that happens, and adjustment sometimes is not comfortable.
No, it's not. But anything uncomfortable
leads to growth.
Yeah, it leads to growth as it's a learning experience. So
Totally.
I'm so excited. Also, I want to mention like how badass Pam is, because like not only does she have like this podcast, but she also has. Why are you nodding at me?
Oh, I was.
I was like, I thought you were
nodding.
No,
I was like, yes, tell me more about how badass I am.
No,
Yes.
she was like literally like talk about not taking compliments. She's looking at me like this. I'm like, literally, I'm saying nice things.
I honestly didn't even realize I was shaking my head.
I was like, should I be taking a clue from this? She has 2 podcasts, first of all.
I've actually decided, guys, let me know if you're down for this.
Okay, good. God, I brought this up.
Good. We're going to have a conversation right now.
Yes.
You, me, and you guys.
All right.
I'm thinking of making that podcast a sub-series to this podcast.
As you should. I think it'll be good.
And
I just answered for them.
That means that you will definitely be hearing Alexa, because Alexa's on that show too. So you're not going to miss her too much. Sorry.
Or you'll be like, wait, we were waiting for her to go, so darn it.
No, you will definitely see more of her. Yeah, Based On is going to be a sub-series to No One's Okay. I haven't decided on the release schedule, but it's going to be coming soon. And yeah, shit's happening. But thank you for calling me badass. That's really nice.
You are.
It doesn't feel like it sometimes.
It's not even like nice. It's just like accurate.
Thank
we
you.
should just own it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other than that, I've had a really tough week. I've had some really, really high highs to my week and then some like really low lows. And it's just been like a lot. And I'm just, grateful to be doing this and grateful to be doing what I love and grateful to be auditioning and doing the damn thing, because when I'm not having an okay week, I like to dive into my art. So I'm grateful that I've had the opportunity to do that a lot this week. So
nice. That is something to be happy about. Yes. Sorry, I just thought of a funny moment on my trip because I got an audition and one of my friends had to help me, and it was kind of the best.
That's kind of like the rule is like if you go out of town, you're going to get an audition.
I know. And I went on a weekend too, so I wasn't expecting it, but it was really funny. Like, my friends are so awesome. Like, they were like, we got this, we can do it. Like, and like, granted, like a lot of them, I met them through, doing theater and dance and things. So like, thank God.
So like good readers.
Yes. Like, no, yeah, they were very helpful, but it would just, it meant a lot to me. And it was a fun experience. So
question, was your reader hungover?
Very much so. I don't know if like that's good to say, but we were like, how do we get this together now? Like, we gotta.
I love that.
Because it was a fun little, ladies trip. Girls seem so like girls. I don't like using that term, so I'll say ladies trip.
Ladies trip.
Love
a good ladies trip.
Yes. But yeah, so that was fun and unexpected and just a funny story. But yes, when I'm in like my lowest of lows, I feel diving into my art always makes me feel a bit better.
Yeah.
So, which is why we're here.
Absolutely.
That's why we do what we do.
Absolutely.
Because if that wasn't the case, I wouldn't be sitting here.
Agreed.
That was very dramatic.
No one's okay.
No one's okay.
Alexa.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being the most amazing co-host I could ask for.
You're too kind. Thank you.
It was a pleasure having you on for your last episode. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we wrap?
No, I think we should stop it now before like I start to cry.
I already got like really teary.
Because I don't want to do that. So, but this was the best experience, one of the best experiences of my life, and I just hope you know that.
Thank you. Likewise. And thank you again. You are awesome. You guys won't miss her for too long because you'll see her in an episode, at least an episode very, very soon. And I will see you next time.
She'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Boom.
Boom. Thanks so much for listening. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all the things. If for some reason you want to see more of us, you can follow us on Instagram at No One's Okay.
And a special thanks to Jordan Ross Weinhold, Sean Moore, Jason Crow, Claire Palmer, Jackson Palmer, Tiffany Haymoff, Shane Rings, James Liddell, and our podcast is recorded at Soundworks Studios. We can't wait to meet you!